Welcome to everybody. I know we've chatted as we're going round, but it's so great to see you all here to celebrate this this day for Bethy and Jon. Some of you have come from as far away as Haymore Road. Some of you have come from as far away as California. It's great to be here. It's an honour to be here and speak today at my daughter's wedding. It's particularly good because I get to speak and you have to listen. And for a man who's been married for over 26 years and has 5 children, it's nice to get a chance for people have to listen. So do make yourself comfortable, won't you? So, I'm very proud to be here today as Bethy's dad. I've known her a long time, all her life. And Jon has come along and made himself part of our family. So it's not about me losing a daughter, it is about gaining a son. And also gaining a plumber in the family, which we needed since Dad's retirement. So thanks, Jon. We now have a downstairs loo. It's brilliant. Bethy, as many of you will know, is not a lot younger than her sister Christy, only 19 months between them. And when Christy got married, 5.5 years ago, a little over 5 years ago, when she was a couple of weeks shy of her 19th birthday, Bethy made it very clear that she had no intention of getting married when she was 18, just because her sister had, and her mum had, and her grandma had. And Bethy insisted she wasn't going to get married until she was 30. So, well done for holding out till 22. Exactly. You've done well. It gave me more time to save up. Throughout Bethy's life, she's always been a great family person, as you know. She loves her grandparents, her aunties and uncles, her cousins, her nieces and nephews, and it's just wonderful to see so many of her family and her great friends here today. I feel particularly sorry for Janie and Les, who've come from sunny California to frozen Dorset, but we did have a bit of snow for you, so we made an effort. Among those who can't be here today are Darren, my brother and his family, who selfishly emigrated to Australia, so are having summer at the moment, 40 degrees, etc. I don't feel sorry for them at all. But I'm going to read out, they sent a message, and...
It's fine.
Okay. Sorry, Schlur incident with the grandson. So here we are. This is from Uncle Darren. Good day, Bethy and Jon. I started swimming as soon as I got the invite, but just in case I'm not there on time, I thought I'd send you guys a little note. What an amazing day I'm sure it has been and will continue to be incredible for you both. Sorry, Jon, most of this will be for Bethy, he says. Just a quick mention, though. I was once in a Sunday school class with Zach Furbank, and when asked what's the most important thing to teach your children, he said, they have to be good at football. And Darren says, having played you a couple of times, Jon, I think you'll be all right. Bethy, I'm so happy for you. I know all I've seen of your relationship with Jon is through Facebook and a couple of texts, but it's great to see you so happy. You're an amazing person, Bethy. And you deserve the best. I met Jon a few times before we left, and he struck me then as a really good and sincere man. I won't rabbit on too much, as there must be a party you're all waiting to enjoy. I'll try and do the same. Love you heaps, huge congratulations, and the Gold Coast is a great place for a holiday. Loads of love from Uncle D and Silsby's Down Under. And then this is from Pepper. Bethy, 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 where to start? Perhaps with... Hello, darling. Perhaps with late evenings, tons of talk, weird and funky hairstyles, sunglasses at night, many random photos and lots of laughter. Of course, we can't forget chocolate mousse, ball gowns, candy floss and great dance moves. Fun times and great memories. Jon, she says, I don't have any memories like this of you, and it might be a bit odd if I did. But to quote Bethy, she has told me he is my best friend, and he's truly the best man ever. So with that in mind, I'm super happy for you guys, especially for you, Bethy, that you've found such a great best friend. So thank you, Jon. I'm glad you've got each other and we're making your own fun times and great memories together. Much love to you both, and the biggest congratulations on your wedding day. Enjoy it. Bethy, out of all the weddings, I cannot believe we're missing out on yours. Ah, love you so much, Emma. And then from the girls, and Darren says this is 100%, totally 100% from them. This is from Ava first. Well, I would like to say, happy wedding day. I hope you have a nice child, and I hope it is a boy or a girl. You have a beautiful dress. I miss you very much. Love from Ava. And it's from Isabel. I hope you have a good wedding. I won't mind if you have a boy or a girl. Love from Isabel. And your cake will be a good cake. All our love from the Silsbys of Australia. Sorry, thank you for indulging me there. Now, last week, our friends Dan and Karina got married in Ipswich, and Bethy had a chance to be with some of her old friends there, and Phoebe said to me that she had lots of embarrassing stories that I could share about Bethy. And then Bethy reminded Phoebe that all of those stories would also include her. And strangely, Phoebe hasn't mentioned any stories to you. But I don't want to embarrass Bethy or Jon for that matter, so I just wanted to express a few thoughts that I hope will show my love for them both. As a father, I consider it a great blessing that the partners, the eternal partners my children have chosen, are men and women that I like to be with, and I love as much as I love my own children that were born to Ali and me. They're my children too. Jon, I love you. Welcome to the family. Good to have you here. Now, a while back, I heard Jon and Bethy talking. Get ready, Katie. He asked Bethy something along the lines of, do you think about me all the time? And she replied, the moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup,
I say a little prayer for you.
Thank you. Anyway, he seemed quite happy with that answer because he came straight back with, at work I just take time, and all for my hot chocolate break time.
Say a little prayer for you.
Thank you. Would only be heartbreak for me. I promise not to sing anymore. Sorry, Hiram. Sorry, wrong grandson. So you two, may your lives always be filled with music and with prayers for each other. Now, I joked earlier on about being able to speak and having you lot having to listen, and that being a big thing for a man with 5 children. It's an even bigger thing now, because now, through marriage, I have 9 children and 5 grandchildren, and it's a wonderful thing. Family gatherings are never quiet, and there's never enough places to sit. That New Year, we had much, as soon as someone stood up, you didn't want to leave. If you went to the kitchen to get a drink, your seat would be taken, but it's great. I have a wonderful family, it just keeps getting bigger and better, so I just feel truly blessed. Last week, when Bethy was with her friends, they were saying they always thought she would be the last one of the group to settle down, but she's one of the first. So I thought I'd share with you a bit about how it happened. Now, Bethy has always been a great lover of Disney movies. When she was young, she, along with Christy and Jessie and Emily, where are you, Ems, would love to dress up and perform shows for us. They had some wonderful outfits, and many a happy evening was spent sitting in our lounge or in Dave and Sally's lounge. Joe, I'm not going to... Joe, you never dressed up, did you? And they would perform some of those Disney princess moments for us. But as Bethy got older, she seemed to sort of think that romance was something that happened in the Disney movies, and while the Disney movies were great fun, the sort of romantic stories were reserved for them. And last year, as a lot of you know, Bethy was living and working in Plymouth. At about Easter time, she wasn't feeling well. She was ill, so she came home for a couple of weeks and attended some YSA events and institute and stuff, where she caught the eye of one Jonathan Ian Lever. Now, we didn't know this, but before she went back, because she hadn't been feeling well, I gave her a blessing as her dad. And during the blessing, she was told that the Lord was preparing a righteous man for her. A righteous priesthood holder. We didn't know John at that time, but he'd spotted Bethy. And he took it upon himself to find out who she was, discovered that his mum and Bethy's mum were old mates. And so he decided to find out who her family were, and he made himself known to me. Now, I didn't know why he was introducing himself to me at a stake meeting. But I thought he seems like a nice enough bloke, you know. Dad, I have my ways. But words of John's admiration and appreciation for Bethy soon spread through the family and friends. And when we had a stake ball early last September, we were all very surprised when John didn't ask Bethy to dance. And we did give him a bit of a ribbing. And Bethy as well, I have to admit. But she was, you know, she was not going to do it. But a week later, though, they went on what Bethy insisted was not a date. It was definitely not a date. John asked her to go salsa dancing. Yeah. But she said, no, I don't do that, but we can go for a walk if you like. So they went for a walk along the beach. And some of you may have noticed the pictures on the door there that Becca took. Yeah? That place down on the beach in Poole, that's where they ended up on their walk. Because it was darker than that, because it was the middle of the night. But they ended up there. They had several not dates over the next few days, which led Ali and I to point out to them that typically when two people, a young man and a young woman, single, go out together for a meal or a movie or for a walk, that tends to count as a date. Bethy was still in denial, though. But it became apparent to us that they were forming an attachment, to use the old language. And I don't know whether John ever felt to declare, in the manner of Mr. Darcy, my dearest, loveliest Elizabeth, what do I not owe you? You showed me how insufficient were all my pretensions to please a woman worthy of being pleased. What I do know, though, is that before October was out, John had formally asked to speak to Ali and I. And I said, well, you can just have a chat. You know, no, he wanted to speak to us. And he laid before us his situation and his hopes and desires. And we consented to him asking for her hand in marriage. And so John took Bethy down to the same spot on the beach, popped that all-important question, and the deal was done. And I felt then, as Mr. Bennett did, that I could not have parted with you, my Lizzie, to anyone less worthy. And now, 4 months later, you're his Lizzie. You're man and wife, and that's great. But to sum it all up another way, she thought love was only true in fairy tales. Meant for someone else, but not for her. Love was out to get her. That's the way it seemed. But disappointment haunted all her dreams. But then he saw her face. Now she is believer. That's it. I just want to wish you both all the best, all my love, and hope for your future happiness. And just remember, never let anything prevent you from showing your love for and to each other. Can you please all raise your glasses as we toast the newlyweds? Jon and Bethy.
Jon and Bethy.
Thank you. Back to you.